Okay, what else? Let's keep on scrolling down here. So this is our texture as uniform controller. And we already covered this. I don't think anything has changed here. Okay, so I think that is all of the changes. Um, so I guess since we just started the video, we could scroll through the whole thing and see how long it takes. We're at 34 seconds. And let's scroll. Um, if anything really bad happens and I lose all of my source code, I could meticulously transcribe this by looking at it frame per frame. If this footage isn't blurred, I don't know if it would actually blur. I guess we can see on the video footage. Yeah. So I was like, in the previous playlist was very short, and I'm like, okay, all we got to do is take what we've just written, and instead of using a canvas, we're going to use OpenGL. And then, a few thousand lines of code later, we're still not there. Right? We have a lot of. It's not. It might look like feature creep, but it's not feature creep because I have an engine I need to work on, and this is part of that work, right? And so, I guess a major checkpoint is getting the logic that I wrote in the previous project into here, but I don't want to rush it and just shoehorn it in without having everything in place and put in place well. I want to construct, just some quality code here. But yeah, it does seem a little bit out of hand, but there is. But yeah, there isn't everything in here. There's no actual like because there's so much code. You would think that, man, there must be some out of control feature creep, but no, this is pretty much. I've had like three different I have two open. I have a WebGL prototype, an OpenGL prototype, a Golang prototype using SFML, and then another simpler JavaScript prototype. So I've written I've written four different prototype codes for what I want to do in the past, and now I'm taking all of that with the ideas that I want to act on and putting them into this code base. So I'm just making a very nice, solid structure for the rest of this game. And the game is going to be very editor-centric. So when you're playing the game, you're actually still going to be in one of the editors, but that editor will just have like editing of the level disabled, and the editor's inputs will just be to like move the character on the screen. But yeah, there's with this many thousands of lines of code, maybe I can handle doing some Vulkan. I don't know. Though Vulkan needs to be done in C, and I'm still working on writing my C in a less error-prone way. Trying to use file scope arrays of a fixed length of a size with enough memory. Using malloc and free too much all over the place can be problematic. So sometimes it's better just to allocate a file level array where you've allocated enough slots in it where it will be big enough for anything that you might need to hold. And just doing that so you just can avoid the whole malloc and free thing and still get something that you can access at any scope. I don't know. Writing C code can be difficult. It's simple, right? It's much simpler than other languages, but assembly also is very simple. But simple does not mean easy. It just means, maybe a better word would be rudimentary, right? So where are we? We're almost at 6 minutes. Yeah, so imagine if you could code this fast. So obviously there is a lot of time put in here. And oh yeah, so anyways, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add more keyboard bindings for manipulating the rectangle. Then I'm going to add rectangle manipulation functions. That I'm just going to stop now. We're almost at the end, and I'm just going to stop after this. All right. Well, yeah, I'll report back after there is more code. All right.